Welcome to Grand Prairie Update. I'm Terry Briggs.
And I'm Don Johnson. Here's what's happening in your city. If you live in or drive through North Grand Prairie, life just got a little easier. The city is opening the Oakdale Road Extension, a 4-lane project that removes an old dogleg and creates a new direct connection between Oakdale and Roy Orr Boulevard.
3, 2, 1.
During a ribbon-cutting Tuesday, officials said the new roadway will have a positive impact on the area.
It really opens up some great developable land for us. You know, we've got water and sewer we can run in here, and it's mainly for construction and industrial use more than for our citizens to get in and out of places. But if we can get trucks through here, often on 161 coming through here instead of on Carrier, it helps everybody.
This extension here of Oakdale is going to make everything safer. It's going to make it easier to do business in Grand Prairie.
The $1.6 million project also includes a new traffic signal, street lighting, and drainage improvements.
Anything else right now? Would you like another one?
They're serving up more than the main course today at Roma's Italian Bistro in Grand Prairie.
This is going to be $8.61.
The restaurant is donating 20% of its receipts to help a Keep Grand Prairie Beautiful scholarship fund. And there were plenty of patrons ready to help out.
Oh, I think it's a great idea. Anytime you can help people, absolutely, we're on board.
The Tammy Chan Youth Scholarship recognizes local students who promote litter prevention, waste reduction, and beautification. At least one $275 scholarship will be awarded each year to applicants who meet the criteria determined by a selection committee. Applications are available at the KGPB website and must be submitted by 5 p.m. May 1st. Recipients will be notified by email and by phone. The scholarship is named for Tammy Chan, the organization's longtime coordinator, who recently retired. Officials hope to expand the award in the future.
Our long-term goal would be to have a very large scholarship. I'm not sure what large is right now, as that's kind of subjective according to funds, but a primarily large scholarship as well as a couple of second and third place scholarships.
A list of eligibility requirements and other information about the scholarship is available online at gptx.org/kgpb/youth. A Survivor's Victory Lap marks the official start of the 2017 American Cancer Society Relay for Life for Grand Prairie, Arlington, and Mansfield.
I don't know of anyone who's not been touched by cancer.
The annual event brought the three communities together for a common cause, to raise money and awareness in the fight against cancer.
We just released cancer facts and figures for 2017. We're actually expecting more people to be diagnosed with cancer this year. So there's a very big need for events like Relay for Life so we can continue funding the American Cancer Society's life-saving mission.
The Relay for Life participants collected pledges and then as individuals or teams walked for several hours over a course that this year was laid out at the southeast campus of Tarrant County College. Relay events like this one will be held in more than 5,200 communities and 27 countries this year. And it is estimated that more than 3.5 million people nationwide will take part in the ongoing battle against a disease that continues to affect millions of all ages and races.
2 years ago when my dad got diagnosed, we were sitting in the hospital and we were just looking on the internet trying to research it and came across this relay, and so I felt so helpless, not being able to do anything. So we started doing this. It was life-changing for us, and every year it's not even a question. We're going to do it every year.
My grandpa had cancer, and he was like my whole life. So just like doing something to help, like just knowing I can help someone kind of means a lot to me.
Everyone comes to Relay with a unique reason, but there's something that just keeps bringing us back together. And I honestly think the ceremonies that we have is so inspirational. It really just brings out the good and the bad and the ugly, and you just get to heal throughout all of that. And I think that's what keeps bringing people back every single year.
I am a 4.5-year survivor, headed into my 5th year. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Hopefully about 30, 40 more years.
I'm counting on it. I'm counting on at least 30. Gotta see that grandson grow up.
The relay has raised more than $16,000 so far. If you'd like to donate or for information, go to relayforlife.org/Grand Prairie TX, or you can call 214-819-1221.
Grand Prairie residents can help the city win a $20,000 grant for a special needs playground. The National Recreation and Park Association will award the grant to the city that collects the most votes during the nationwide Meet Me at the Park contest. To vote, residents are asked to visit nrpa.org/beinspired, nominate Grand Prairie, Texas, and then send it on to your network of friends. The contest runs through April 30th, and you are allowed to vote daily. If the city wins, the grant will go to Playground Adventures, an all-access facility that is part of the massive Epic at Central Park project.
The $20,000 will allow us to buy a couple of additional play units to provide play for one and all. We're in a nationwide contest with this particular facility, so we need everyone to participate, to connect to the website and provide your vote for Grand Prairie Parks in Texas.
The city has committed $2 million and collected another $325,000 in private donations for the playground, which is scheduled to open next spring. Remember, you can help by voting daily at nrpa.org/beinspired. The Grand Prairie City election on May 6th will include 3 city council seats and a referendum on a sales tax for streets. District 1 incumbent Georgia Clemson is running unopposed for another 3-year term. In District 3, incumbent Lila Thorne is seeking another 3-year term against Mike Delbosky. And in District 7, there is a 4-way race between incumbent Jeff Copeland, Kevin C. Toth, Aurelio Castillo, and Wayne Ellis. Voters will also be asked if they want to reauthorize a quarter-cent sales tax that is being used for street repairs and maintenance. Early voting is available from April 24th through May 2nd. On Election Day, the polls are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. For more information, contact the City Secretary's office. Mosquito season will soon be here, and so will the threat of West Nile and Zika virus. Last year, Grand Prairie had 4 human cases of West Nile, along with 58 mosquito samples that tested positive for that disease. There were 3 travel-related cases of Zika virus and 1 case of CHIKV. City officials expect West Nile will continue to be the biggest problem in 2017.
Our focus still remains on West Nile because we know that West Nile is here in the mosquito population like it has been for numerous years, and it remains our #1 risk as far as transmission to humans and causing disease.
To be ready, the city is adding personnel and equipment to its Fight the Bite plan. That plan includes collecting mosquito samples for testing, using insecticide on sites of standing water, and spraying insecticide in an area where there is a positive sample or a human infection. Residents can also do their part to fight the bite by following these tips. Get rid of standing water around your home. Use mosquito spray with DEET when you're outdoors, day or night. Wear long sleeves and pants when possible when you're outdoors. And avoid being outside at dusk or dawn when mosquitoes are most active.
The primary message we need to get out is for citizens to take responsibility for their yards and to survey their yards, especially after the rains that we've just had, to make sure that things like pots and dog bowls and bird baths and things like that are not holding water.
To get more information and to stay up to date during mosquito season, visit gptx.org/fightthebite.
Any interest from bank account? No, we don't. No. You don't have do you have a bank account?
Hard to believe, but it's tax season again. In Grand Prairie, the AARP is offering a free service to help elderly and low-income residents fill out and file their tax forms. The tax service is available Monday and Wednesday from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. through April 17th at the Veterans Event Center. If you decide to use the service, be sure to bring last year's tax return, your 1099 forms, and W-2 statements. Officials say the professional preparers follow strict rules to protect that information.
Every counselor and greeter to the program has to take what they call a standards of conduct test. That explains that we're supposed to protect the taxpayers' Social Security information, any information they have on W-2s or 1099 forms for their tax return. We do not discuss this with anybody else. The software we're using this year goes up to the cloud like last year. Nothing is in our computers. We do not keep any paperwork on any documents that they bring to us.
The organization says Grand Prairie is one of the busiest locations for the tax service.
That's it for this edition of Grand Prairie Update.
Hope you can join us next time.